Hello, everyone. It's Friday, and we're here to rank 8-bit Nintendo games once again. 79 episodes? And here we are, ready to rank them. We've got 462 games on the list. Raid 2020 still, bringing up the rear. Will any of this week's games sink below the Raid 2020 line? I don't know. If you want to see this list for yourself, you can go to 8bitnintendo.science, and there's a version of it there that you can check out. And if you want to influence the games on the list or get an ad-free podcast or any of that other stuff, support the science that we are conducting here in the laboratory, then you need to head over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. There's never been a better time to get on board and get in. Especially if you like wrestling. I don't know. It's like a seasonal wrestling, like there's a lot of, some wrestling talk in there if you want to get on. There's like anime talk and music, there's like other stuff too. It's not like it's just wrestling or whatever, but hey, we've got an interesting list this week. It's time to bite off some of the bigger hunks. Before we get to that, I'm gonna try this real quick here. I went to the 7-Eleven and they had their own 7-Eleven branded energy drinks. Cosmic Cherry 7 Select Fusion is what this appears to be. It's support energy and mental boost. May help elevate mood. That's always a good thing when it says on the can. It might. I don't know. It might elevate your mood. We don't know. We don't know. I've got no idea. Oh, we just put this stuff in a can. What's it do? Oh, that's a strong cherry. That's a nasty cherry smell. Oh no. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay. All right. Hang on. Let me fix something here. Okay. Oh, this is like if you smelled this and you were like, nice cherry pie. Like this, you would not eat this. This is not a sweet, this is not a nice cherry scent. This is like, these cherries have gone bad, son. You don't want a piece of this. Okay. Oh, no, it's like, it doesn't even smell like cough medicine. It just smells like nasty chemicals. I mean, it was 2 for $3. So, the 7-Eleven store brand energy drink. I mean, I guess you're not expecting it to be good, but geez. All right. Oh, this sucks, man. What the heck? Why? Why does this keep happening? We don't have time to put this on the list. We got Nintendo games to play. I'll get it on the list later. It's gonna be low. Powdery cherry. It's a little bit like a bad. It's even worse. Like I would rather eat a cherry Gas X. Cherry flavored Gas X is a better tasting cherry than this. This tastes more like a medication. This tastes more like a powdery mess of... My tongue is unhappy about this. This is... Man, fuck. Why? Why are all the drinks so bad? Okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay. I brought it back up. Oh. a little bit of water in here. Oh, God. Huh. Shiny says, every stream I'm just hoping my drink gets picked edge of my seat. Did you send there's a 4-pack of some kind of Greek god energy? I looked, I forget the name of it, but I have that on tap here. Or I don't have it on tap, but it looks real bad. Looks real bad. Toxic waste, it's yellow. No, I don't. Not sure that I've seen that. Not sure that I've seen that. Oh, the flavor is still with me. Again, man, tongue scraper. Scrape the flavor off my tongue. Scrape it off my brain. Oh, okay. Well, it's time to engage in some form of strategy, grand or otherwise. It's time to get into this and see. It's time to really see what's going on here. Graz wanted this one. I figured let's just give it a go. It's Bandit Kings of Ancient China. It's a Ko Shibusawa production. Naturally. Natch. Suikoden is what this game is also known as, but not that Suikoden. I mean, there's a book. You know, there's a book. Yeah, Shiny sent. So I was at the PO box very recently, and there was nothing there. I have not seen this yellow toxic waste energy drink there, unless it was just sent, in which case maybe it's not there yet. But look at this dragon. I gotta say, this music is pretty good so far. I mean, I guess that's what you got to do. You know, if your game is going to be all text and maps, you should at least try to make sure it's a banger on the soundtrack side. All right, which scenario do we want? Number 1, leopard-headed, kills the agents of Gao Q and is exiled to the frontier. A couple years later, Welcome Rain, against his wishes, murders his evil wife and is forced to flee. The following year, Welcome Rain writes a revolutionary song that leads to his capture. Or the year after that, Heavenly King is struck by White Lion's poison arrow and falls in battle. This for scenario 4 sounds interesting, but scenario 2 sounds so unlike something that would be in a strategy game. All right, murders his evil wife and is forced to flee. Please wait. Also a great... Oh, number of players 0. That sounds great. Tattooed Priests, 9 Dragons, Welcome Rain, You God, Inspector Deck, The RZA, Heavenly King, Blueface Beast, Hairy Priest, Leopard-headed. Well, we should be Welcome Rain. All right, we got to stop these random rolls here. YN is not a good way. Is not a good. No, I pushed right and now I have to do it again. You need to indicate on screen which one is yes and which one is no. That's okay. We're gonna get better rolls. I should have pushed the Y button. Okay, so left appears to be yes, and right appears to be no. I'm sure that's something that is written in the manual. Is there no one to challenge this villain? Emperor Huizong is worried. Now let's just keep it rotating, baby. Brother, welcome, Rain. Your orders. I want to view Harry Priest. Position, good fellow. He's one of my good fellas. He's a made man. Iron Fan is also exiled. He's a bandit who serves me. Welcome, Rain. I wonder if this is a localization thing that, like, you know, because I feel like the Koei would not bother to name all these guys Welcome Rain, Harry Priest, all that other stuff. Like, it's just like this super direct translation of the original names or something. Well, maybe we should recruit Small Whirlwind Rich Man. A wizard, a merchant, Gold Spot Tiger Artisan. I want Silver Cloud, the lady of the crew. A bandit's life just isn't for me. It was impossible to recruit Silver Cloud. That's my whole turn. You know, yeah, this was part of a series of games that Koei released here in the US, and they had to put on the box for all of them, like, #1 seller in Japan. They had to, like, make sure that people knew, like, oh, people somewhere someone really likes this game. Okay, so we were supposed to flee, right? That was, my abilities are beyond doubt. When it comes to fleeing, come on, Dodge, we gotta fled. We're gonna flee to Territory 4. Iron Fan, you're coming with me. Sure. I like the music here. I like the music here more than Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but also we're gonna settle in this empty prefecture here. We're gonna live here in Territory 4 in exile. It's time to organize. We got 27 food, 12, let's call that, that's probably money, 0 anvils, no skins. Let's hunt for some furs. Iron Fan, get out there. Scare up some furs. So I imagine this is a game of you staring at a map, and then eventually you get invaded, or you invade, you know, you build up your army and all that other stuff. I think that it's interesting that these games exist, or rather, it's interesting that these games existed on this device, on the NES, you know. But man. I must set a good example. Land is now 19. What can we make? No one has the necessary skill, huh? Alright, can we... solicit? No. Oh, we can exile people. Okay, we don't need to do that. We can brother them up. We can swear brotherhood. I don't want to hire men just yet because, you know, then we're going to start spending a lot of money. Iron Fan, build. I want to build with you. Not a great loop on this music. Brother, welcome rain, your orders. We got 15 handshakes. Is that what that is? We got some furs. Let's fight beasts. There are no wild beasts at this time, thankfully. That's good. That's good. That's good. We don't have the money to invite people. Can we? We don't have even the money to do a treaty. Okay, that's fine. Early days here. Land is now 21. We're just developing the land, baby. Yellow hair left. Well, you know, something happened back there. I'm sure it's important. So thanks everybody for joining. Here we are. It's out now. We're excited to finally be able to play Civilization 7. They've gone with like a retro style on some of the UI elements that have been a little controversial, but so far, I don't know. Welcome Rain seems interesting. We didn't receive anything. I went out there and said, yo, anybody got any gold for me? And everyone said no. Okay, Well, so I don't have anyone. How do I get someone? I cannot issue orders. Okay. I mean, we could hire some men. Maybe that would. We don't have the gold to. What? What have I been spending gold on? I'm gonna swear brotherhood to Iron Fan. Well, I'm gonna try to. Okay. We've sworn eternal brotherhood. You and me, Iron Fan, all the way down. I mean, I was supposed to flee, and I did. I fled. No one is coming for me, it seems like. I just settled in this empty territory over here, and I got my farm, and it's just like, hey, man, like, that was the goal, right? It just said, you gotta flee. And I picked the guy who had to flee, and here we are. Done. Our abilities are beyond doubt. I don't have the provisions to go to war. We could go into exile. Is that fine? No, I don't. Yeah, a treaty costs money. We ain't got no money. Let's try to solicit some gold again, I guess. Welcome, Rain. Get out there. Shake. Yeah, there we go. All right, now we're paid. It costs 6.3 gold for each man. I want 10 men. No, because that's gonna start putting a drain on all my other resources, man. Like, do I need men? Oh, this should show the map, dude. This is crazy. Okay. Let's try and ally with the ball, because they got a lot of territory. Okay, how about the window? Now the hashtag. Hashtag got 2 territories. Five-hued tiger. Hey, my abilities are beyond doubt. Okay, apparently I don't have the money after all. It's like earlier it would just fail out immediately, and now it's like you got some money, so you can at least get through these. Oh no, you don't have the money. Okay. If I hire men, can these men be used to make weapons? Is my other question, I suppose. All right. We each got a crew. Is there no one to challenge this villain? Not me, man. I'm in exile. I accidentally killed my evil wife. Yellow hair dog of Prefecture 1 has gone over to evil. I like that evil is right in the name. Lets you know. Okay. Now can we make weapons? No one has the necessary skill. Well, shit. Do I gotta go somewhere? Supplies. There's no place to move to. If I go here, can I get supplies? Nope, apparently I cannot. Can I move here? Nope. Well, can we move into this empty spot then? Iron Fan, you take that spot. You don't have a choice. No, you don't, man. Take 10 gold with you. Yeah. The empire grows. Our exiled territory of evil wife killers up here. Iron Fan, not, you know, Red Horse Rider has attacked 9 dragons. I probably still can't make weapons, huh? I don't know. Oh, look at that. If I push to the right, there's more stuff. Train. Great. All right. Iron Fan now gets his own turn. What's other? Save. Every time the music changes, I worry like we're about to get jumped. Everybody's body was taking a beating, so I'm gonna let everybody rest this turn. Because, you know, my boy Iron Fan is getting a little testy. Mm, 10 ships has attacked 9 dragons, 24 on 25. 9 dragons had to flee. Tall as a tree. Okay, now let's get out here and see if we can get some metal. All right, metal up. What about you guys? Probably need some food, huh? Why don't you go hunt for some food? The numbers are going up and down. I don't, like strategically, are we putting ourselves in position for success? Absolutely not. We're just over here minding our owns. Now that we have metal, can we make weapons? No, because we don't have the... Like, I was hoping Train would have some kind of, like, train to be weapon maker. I hired 5 dudes. What is... Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Can I go to the smithy? Oh, apparently not. No one has the necessary skill. We're gonna take it downtown and attempt to divine some things. Lesser Duke / Trader, what have you been up to? The bones say Lesser Duke is a proud person. You cannot recruit this one just now. All right. Who can we recruit? Well, apparently not him. Let's hit the market. Welcome, welcome. There we go. But with no weapons, huh? The smithy would probably have that. Does this territory just not have a smithy? And so, like, is there a way to develop the land? Maybe that's a... Oh, well. A riot has broken out. That's where I fled from. Maybe we could go back and take advantage of the chaos in Sector 5. Why don't you get some furs? No, why don't you know what? Why don't you travel? Shut up, lazy fuck. No smithy here either. What do the bones say about faceless wrestler? Perhaps if we were more popular. Oh, Iron Fan is just ill-matched. What about Ty Mountain? No. How about Boar's Tusk? What do the rumors say? Rumor has it that these people are willing to join you. The bully, Wounded Tiger. 3 people said the faceless wrestler. I mean, let's try. It is impossible to recruit. Okay. I think, you have to look at this as it's interesting and cool that this exists at all, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's, interesting or good to play. I wonder if I move over here. Move from 4 to 3. All of it. So I want, maybe he'll be able to recruit the wrestler. Maybe they'll be cool. But, you know, like looking at this stuff and just staring at a map as numbers count up because, you know, other turns are taking place or whatever, like, it's just not, you know, it's not good. I'm your man! Yeah, that's right. The faceless one. Time Mountain's not down. Not popular enough. The Fisherman Water Snake, the Bully Wounded Tiger, the Lady Golden Lotus, the Master Yangtze Hound. I mean, I assume, you know, that, you know, the goal most of the time is to just take over the entire map, right? But these games, I have never been able to figure out how to get off the ground. That's always been the problem. Is like, I don't, like, how do I even, you know what I mean? And I think that they could do a better job. Obviously, you know, if you were doing these games today, you would do them quite differently, right? There was no one to promote. Oh, okay. We're good on food. Let's service the land a little bit. Citizens have started a festival. Everyone is dancing. A riot in the one next to us. Maybe we should know. Well, maybe I should head over there. If it'll let us, I don't. It didn't seem like it. It was kind of weird about that stuff. But I always, you know, it felt like there was never in a lot of these games. It never really feels like there's a tutorial scenario would go a long way. Something that, and you know, the cartridge size and everything would come into play there, and that'd be a problem. But, you know, something that was a little more hand-holdy out of the gate would be great. You know, this game ships with a massive manual compared to the other manuals of the time. Time to go to war. Welcome, Rain. And Faceless, and Iron Fan. We're going to take advantage of this riot that happened over here. You have 30 provisions for 30 days. Take how many provisions? Why did you say one provision is 1 day? Let's take 35 provisions with us. Oh no. What even is this? Do I have to deploy back here, I'm guessing? It's leopard-headed turn. Leopard-headed tactics. Oh, so these mountains that I can't go over? Is that why? Yeah. This is ugly. Like, this screen is a disaster. Look at this. This sucks. Like, the map screen, not awesome, but this is fucking terrible. Like, it's just hard to even just look at for a lengthy period of time. Like, what am I even seeing here? And this arrow is hard to make go the way you want it to. This is just... This is poorly made. This part of this game is like just... Look at just all of these tiles. Like, you could have gone with hexes, perhaps. I hate to suggest that hexes would have been the answer to anything, but here we are. All right, here we go. I like that, you know, these big menus don't move until it's like, look at this. This is, and they take forever to get there. Like, obviously, you know, it's doing a lot for a fucking Nintendo tape. But yikes, man. Oh no, Faceless was captured. These other crews don't stand a chance. Especially this dude down here at the bottom that only seems to be able to move one tile. We have been stopped by the enemy. Get him. It's leopard-headed turn. That's right, run away. Like, you can't even see the whole map at the same time because it's so... I mean, should I stay out of range? Or is he going to keep fleeing? I mean, I guess that's the problem. Like, I want to be next to him so I can attack him, but... Oh my gosh. Leopard-headed turn. I mean, that 27 is higher than my 2 5s combined. I don't know if you know math, but... Fireball? Alright, if we got a good lined up shot on this fireball. You made a good fireball. Okay, well, now we're setting the land on fire, and that's, I mean, maybe I've made a tactical error. Welcome Rain was captured by Leopard-headed. That's bad. Oh, brother, Welcome Rain. Leopard-headed's army was too strong. Who's that guy? Welcome Rain is too tired. Alright, rest. Yeah, you know, it's just, it's a disaster of a thing, right? I mean, like, it's one of those games that, like, you know, if you're one of the sick fucks that wants to, like, really bang your head against these sluggish menus and all of that, like, there's nothing like it, right? But discretion is called for. Oh, I hit settle, and apparently that's a fight. I'm so tired. We got captured again. Ah! This vampire man says. Welcome Rain has escaped capture. Tiger fighter appears to have left tattooed priest. It's, you know, it's just, this is one of those situations where I think the platform is just really ill-suited to this type of game. I felt the same way about Romance of the Three Kingdoms and, you know, certainly some other games as well. Heavy snowfall has blocked the roads. Well, I guess, you know, that took me from 5 to 20 on my flexing meter, so maybe if I rest for a while, I'll be able to flee more effectively. Is there no one to challenge this villain? Sound like Chuck Schumer. Like, what about you? You're the fucking emperor. I don't know. Why don't you do something about it? You're the emperor. Okay, are we ready to flee? Okay, so we can kind of pick. This seems like a good cluster here. No, I can't. All right, back to territory 3, maybe. Twin Daggers has left Heavenly King. Holy shit. I thought Twin Daggers was going to be with Heavenly King forever. I thought that they had sworn brotherhood to one another. Twin Daggers had, you know, one of the dopest mixtapes out last year, so I can see why you'd be like, hey, I don't need to be here anymore. But yeah, this game, yes, readability, yeah, shiny is shiny as shifting color palettes and stuff on some of the tiles in the fight a little bit, and making a much more readable version of that map. But yeah, we were forced to pay 13 gold as tributes to evil. You old workhorse. Left tattooed priest. Damn. Well, now we're back here. Let's feast, baby. Body and loyalty have both increased. Stone Thrower has attacked Cloud Dragon. I love the names. I mean, the way that they've localized this is ridiculous in some sense, but I do appreciate its weird, wild style. But man. Trying to stay paid. Nothing? Man. That's what I get for going out there with body 40. Gotta get my body looking better if I want to get out there and get paid. Welcome Rain out there working the docks. Like, I kind of want to see what happens when you just get smoked, but it just feels like you keep getting captured and dumped back out. Maybe if the evil dude attacks, then it'll be different. I don't know, because we probably just need to rest, honestly. Like, anyway, that's the Bandit Kings of ancient China. I think it is it's raises some interesting questions about where it belongs on the list, but we'll get to that in a minute here. I'm gonna take like 2 more turns here, see if anything happens. Land is now 21. I didn't want to kill my evil wife. It just went down that way. Let's get some fur. Never know. Winter's gonna come and I have no men. But I still got 56 fur. They say that Welcome Rain really knows how to pull wool. Okay. Maybe we need to, let's travel. Let's go down, let's take it downtown. I don't feel up to work now. Come on, Welcome Rain! Damn. Nice music, and the seasonal shifts on the music I think is kind of cool, but oh, neither of these fools are gonna wanna. Where's Iron Balls? We swore brotherhood to eternal brotherhood to one another. What happened to him? Who wants to work with Welcome Rain? The artisan never conquered. The innkeeper she-devil. Oh, I didn't realize it cost 10 gold to do that. But I suppose that makes sense. Okay. I think it's, you know, like also like going through these various turns and having a whole lot of nothing happen, I think is also really shitty. Like there's just not enough, like, you know, you go through like all, you know, like here, watch, like let's see if anything happens here. I'll just rest and then it'll go back to the menu and cycle through all these rotations. And does anything happen? Is anything change on the map? Is there any kind of like, hey, a riot happened here, this happened here, like there needs to be more in-game events, whether it's, you know, a weather event or, you know, the other players jumping each other. There you go. Cloud Dragon attacks Stone Thrower. Heavenly King broke Evil Galku's army and has taken the... Wow, Heavenly King. I want to be down with Heavenly King. Wait, wasn't Heavenly King the one that exiled me in the first place? My abilities are beyond doubt. And apparently, and then you just get there and it's like, we don't have the money. Like the idea that like sometimes it doesn't let you go into the ally menu because you don't have enough money, and then sometimes it lets you go through the process of picking all the stuff only to then say the same exact message is just straight up bad. Like a more detailed message about like, you need more money to ally with this particular... Invite to lair. I don't have enough money to invite anyone to my lair. No one wants to come to Welcome Rain's lair. They've heard the stories. Yeah, it's like that stuff sucks, you know, like not really seeing icons moving around the map and territory spreading out, or, you know, okay, there we get like one event. Okay, a couple of riots. Anything else? I tried to jump that guy after there was a riot in his territory. It did not go well for me. Red Horse Rider has attacked 9 dragons. Some 25 on 26 violence. 9 dragons had to flee. So they're really pushing 9 dragons back to the edge of the map here. But like this just, you know, I mean, you know, like it's not even necessarily a patience thing. It's a, like, literally you need to have more things going on. Is there no one to... And the Emperor just every year or so just goes like, dude, it's fucked out there. Yeah, this is allow me to view the domain. Very nice. Very nice. I'm gonna hire up some dudes. But that's about it, really. I have no men to assign. Anyway, I don't know. That's Bandit Kings of Ancient China. It just needs more, you know, like it's silly because there's a lot packed into that game, but it just needs more moment to moment, I think, to really work. And I think that Romance of the Three Kingdoms is a better Nobunaga's Ambition is on the list already. Nobunaga's Ambition is a better example of like this type of map game. I think it is much more readable. It is still dense, right? I mean, it is still an extremely dense thing, but it's easier to get a lay of the land at the end of the day in Nobunaga's Ambition and figure out like, okay, here's what I'm looking at. Here's how this stuff goes down. And this stuff just, you know, I think that there are plenty of examples or plenty of examples inside of the game itself that you look at and go like, this should be different. These things, like these menus could have been done this way. This is, you know, like there's just simple things about it. Not even necessarily saying like, oh, if this game had been made 4 years later, it would have been different, you know, obviously. But I think even at the time when this game was developed and came out and everything else, there are things they could have done visually to, I think, like the tile set stuff in the battle sequences is just straight up murder. It is so terrible. It is so low rent. And that's a huge knock against it. And I think that, you know, you end up with just Nobunaga's Ambition is just a better game in just about every way imaginable. But furthermore, like, I think that it's not that it's just one lower. I think that Nobunaga's Ambition is kind of cool for what it does. This just feels like a disaster hell version of that. You know, like multiple scenarios, but none of them are that, like, especially open-ended, or rather, they are all perhaps a little too open-ended is the actual problem there. Where it's like you get this little paragraph of story. It's just like, oh, this happened and a wife got murdered. Like, oh, this sounds serious. And you're like, all right, here you go. It's the same map as the other shit. Enjoy. Like, oh, okay. Cool. That's all very unfortunate. I seem to be dropping. Yeah, this thing that I said to not do what it's doing is still doing it. So we are using bandwidth that it is not supposed to be using. So if you've been seeing hitching, you probably want to refresh the stream because you're probably several minutes behind live. That's very frustrating that this thing does not behave. I need to back up all these files. Only 16.2 terabytes left to upload until the backup is complete. And on a 40 megabit upstream, that takes some time. All right. This game is worse than Puss in Boots, Perro's Great Adventure. This game is worse than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's worse than Mario's Time Machine. Okay, but it is not as bad as The Simpsons Bart versus the World. It's worse than Target Renegade. It's worse than Bible Buffet. It's worse than Caveman Games. No, you know what? It is worse than Bart versus the World. It is worse than Tubin. It's worse than Friday the 13th. But not as bad as Time Lord. It's worse than Jack Nicklaus's greatest 18 holes of major championship golf. But it's better than Best of the Best championship karate. It's better than Wall Street Kid. It's better than Family Feud. But not as good as Sesame Street Countdown. It's our new number 396. Okay. It's a great name, Bandit Kings of Ancient China. It's a terrific name for a game. Unfortunately, not a great game. Like, again, I think there's something to the ambition of it and the very idea of putting it on the platform in the first place is, I don't know, it's almost a weird act of defiance, right? But I'm just like, no, we're going to bend this thing to our will and put this style of game on it, even though this, device doesn't have a keyboard and, all the other stuff that, would make those menus a little bit easier to navigate. And, but some of the stuff they did is just like, in terms of just having everything be YN and not telling you what direction does that out of the gate. Like, there's just little simple things that, that they got, to be fair, they got better at it over the years, right? Obviously, as technology improved and they had more room, higher resolution for more text, and like they were able to do more. But I think that even in the context of other games on this platform, Bandit Kings of Ancient China is fucked. It's a bad experience. It's a bad experience. All right. Time to move on to another Bandit King. This time one under the employ of SNK. He loves to fight, he loves to golf, and his name is Lee Trevino. Is it just going to keep redrawing this screen over and over again every few seconds? Like, this is insane. This is ridiculous. Look at this. Look at what it's doing. It's a great name for a game. You know, the name has led to it becoming something of a joke over the years. But I can't tell you if this game's any good or not, because I don't remember ever having played it. I probably did. I probably did. At some point. But... Stroke play. Nassau game. Let's get into some stroke play. We want Pretty Amy, Big Jumbo, Supermex, or Miracle Chosuke. Is Supermex supposed to be Lee Trevino? Is that it's somewhat unfortunate that you cannot just directly play as Lee Trevino. Keep driving fairway to get on green in 2. Try birdie. I was gonna say nothing is doing anything. Okay, if we hit the B button, it brings up our little aiming thing. This is a weird... Total even. No wind. Okay, we can look at the break on the green a little bit here. In case we want to try to land in a certain... We have taken it over the fairway into light rough. I like something about these games that they're like, if you look at that, that looks like it's in the sand all day long, baby. But it says light rough, so... Super rough. So I'm getting like look at the image on the right side of your screen right now. Look at Lee Trevino here. It says player 1 is Trevino, so I'm guessing we chose correctly. Almost like a ROM hack or something. It looks broken over there. What is that? Any of those visuals, any of these graphics on the right side of your screen, it looks like we accidentally loaded up a fucking tile viewer or something. On the green. The controls here are awkward. It's not necessarily that they're bad. It's that they just everything is like on a different button than it should be, and the process of selecting clubs and aiming and everything is like bringing this up instead of just having it up. But beyond that, this is basically NES golf. Like in terms of, just with a little bit more animation and stuff. Super deep rough at the right side of the fairway and green. Keep shots straight. Got a little bit of wind against us here. But like, rather than just like, oh, have, you know, like I could, like nothing, the D-pad does nothing here. And so instead I have to like hit B to bring up the aiming reticle here, and I can move it in and out and go wow, wow, wow over there on the left. And try and aim it sensibly. And then when I hit B again, then I can adjust clubs. And then hitting B again brings us back to this kind of locked in. And now I can hit A to, you know, perform the 3 clicks to swing. There's more information this game could be giving you that it doesn't, and I would say NES Golf is also somewhat guilty of this, where you don't know the range of each club. So I could pick this, and also the number of the way it's cycling through clubs is insane. Okay, left and right cycle through directly, but okay, and then up and down go between just a handful of, it's like a fast select or something. And so you're kind of left wondering, like, do I hit an 8-iron full strength, or is that going to be too far? Like, you need to look up that club info. Sometimes that can be in the manual. Sometimes it's something you just need to do by feel. Like, games of this era did it both ways. But like, I remember, like, with NES Golf, I believe that stuff was in the manual, and you would just memorize it and be like, okay, well, a full strength 1 wood hit goes this many yards, unless, you know, in 0 wind. And so, you know, this is what we need to do. I assume, you know, it automatically selected an 8-iron, so I'm just going to hit it full strength and see what happens, but... Alright, what happens is that doesn't go nearly far enough. Or perhaps the wind, I guess, got us there a little bit too. Alright, so we got a pitching wedge. In NES Golf, the wedges would do 100 yards at full strength. And so you were kind of left... Oh. Ah! Super rough. I think the way that they've done their green, the breaks on the green there, the little lines, it's easy to tell the direction without it just, you know, it's not just arrows. And so that, in some ways, that's kind of like nice. It's not just an arrow. So this is going to break that way a little bit, so we need to compensate there. It's also, we're also shooting uphill. And I cannot initiate a shot unless I lock this aim in and make it go away. NES Golf just let you just do that. It didn't matter. And that made it slightly faster than this game is. Like, this game doesn't, that's way too hard. If wind follows, hit long in fairway. Try on in 2. Watch out for bunker. What? If wind follows, hit long in fairway. Try on in 2. Okay, so we get on in 2. So if the wind is with us, we could try to hit that second patch. I'm guessing what they're saying is hit that second patch of fairway. And just go straight and don't dick around with his other spot. If the wind is sort of going with us, we could maybe... try it. I was as wrong as I could possibly be about the range of these clubs. Oops, no, what the fuck? Great, I hit A just as it was like thinking I could, no, and which you can't. Thought maybe I could hit A and advance it to the thing, but no. All right, let's just get it here. No, I don't need this view of the whole. No, yeah, super rough. Now we're in light rough. Oh, well, we could probably get up here now. A 1 iron is way too much for this. I should have just, if I'd used my brain there. Okay. Yeah, it's just, you know, the button options are not good. You don't really need it. Good. That went well. Okay. So it looks like the wedge is not going to hit 100 yards. The pitching wedge is not going to hit 100 yards at full strength. And, oh, I guess each character has their own ranges, too. Yeah. Okay. So we got a pretty strong, like 5 different directional breaks here, which is not going to be great. But let's just hit the ball and see what happens. Let's play some golf. You know, it's no Neo Turf Masters, but then what is, right? Hole is called Sand Trap City. Hit for center of green. Little bunker is trouble. Yeah, what's up? This is Little Bunker. You tuned into the greatest. All right, so we got the wind going with us. This is a par 3. It's 165 yards to the fucking pin. And I don't know which club is the right club for this. Like, it'd be nice if this, you know, one thing you could do is have this aim reticle be able to move further out if, you know, depending on the club range. So 165 yards, it gave me a 1 iron, but that's gonna be murder. We want something like probably more like a 6. And the wind is going with us. We might even take a 7. Nah, we'll take the 6. All right. Did not make the green, but that's about the exact range that we were looking for. Good. Good, good. Okay, so the break is relatively... I mean, it's just all coming our way, so we're just coming uphill. Ugh. All right, let's do one more hole of this and then see what Nassau game looks like on that menu. Hard to hit your shot. Look out for two pawns. Is two pawns like the evil groundskeeper? Look out for two pawns. Two pawns is coming to get you. Stay on the... It's fine. Unlike NES Golf, it looks like the wind shifts from shot to shot here. I want to say that the wind in that game would shift on a per hole basis. Now we're in the rough, so we'll stick with an iron. I was going to say I could probably use a 3-wood or something here, but... Oh, well, that would have been a dramatic mistake. I've misjudged the distance dramatically. Okay. Yeah, you have me use a 7 iron when I'm in the bunker? Is that even going to get out of the bunker? I mean, let's find out. Because if this game is total bullshit, then it's going to let us do this. Yeah, let us do this. That ball probably should have gone nowhere. They probably should have said, like, no, dummy, use the fucking sand wedge. You're... Yeah, I just don't have a good read. I guess super rough is going to reduce the... That's too hard, though. Ugh. This is okay. This is a totally acceptable golf game. Avoid bunker in front of green. Drive on in 1. Great. Okay. So we probably want to really hit it. Future situation depends on tee shot. Oh god, the future of humanity. Hit over or short of pond. Stay close to the OB line. All right, let's reset it and see what this other mode is here. If it's... Take Big Jumbo. So was this just 9 holes here? Try to get par. If hit to right fairway, to attack from left side is a gamble. So Supermax is Lee Trevino because when you pick him, it says Trevino where your name goes. All right, we're going to go for the fairway off to the side here because I don't think we can realistically get to where we want to go with the wind, the way the wind is. A little too much hook, a little too much slice, one or the other. Hook, I suppose. When you miss that arrow, you know, you're going to go a little too far left or right, which is, you know, you can use that to your advantage. Okay, so this is just another type of 2-player game. This is just like a skins game type of option, maybe. Let's see what this fucking guy does. I hate the look of the screen on the right. I think NES Golf has some issues with that in terms of just its overall look. Like, it's always a little weird, but this is just, like, look at this. It's ugly as sin. Like, you gain 0 information from this screen. You're like, okay, there are trees, but, like, realistically, you're playing this game from the tiny window off to the side. You know? Meanwhile, over here in the fucking trees, we're chasing the snowman. I wonder if I can get away with this. I don't know, probably not. But I don't care. Alright, we did. You're just thinking I should just continue to use a 1-wood, huh? That's... It's hard to get this aim here because you're not seeing the entirety of the, you know... Fuck it, let's try it. You know, I'll take it. This takes a little too long, but I don't know, CPU turns in games. See, in some games, they still take too long. On the green. Yeah, and then hit that other break, and that was not a good putt. That was not a well thought out putt, but here we are. Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. Acceptable. An absolutely acceptable game of golf. Just clumsy on the control. And I think that right side of the screen looks like total dog shit, man. Like Jack Nicklaus's greatest 18 holes of major championship golf had a better, like, it took a zillion lifetimes to draw on screen, but like there was something like you could gain some kind of knowledge from it occasionally. It's no golf. Even though it has multiple courses, it is no golf. Golf right here at 187. It's no 10-yard fight. Though the fighting in 10-yard fight is just better than the fighting in Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. You know, it's kind of just how it goes. Jaws is a better game. Tennis is a better game. Is Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf better or worse than Dino Wars, Destruction of Spondylus? Dino Wars is a better game. Town and Country Surf Designs Wood and Water Rage is a better game. Milan's Secret Castle is a better game. It's no Darkwing Duck. But it's better than Yoshi's Cookie. Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf, our new number 217. You know, if you look at Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf purely as a response to Nintendo's golf game, which the number of years between the two is probably giving them a little too much credit here. But it very much resembles that game in a lot of ways. And so, like, that's sort of... It's interesting because it's that game, but with more courses, selectable characters with some slightly different abilities. But then also, like, they complicate the controls without really giving you much in the way of additional, like, stuff, you know? Like, they complicate the game in some ways that it just is not really worth it. And that's unfortunate. You know, I think that there's, you know, the room for a better golf game on the platform. In fact, I think we'll probably be playing a better golf game on the platform one of these days here. But we'll see. We'll see. I am not familiar with that NES Open Championship Golf. I played the Famicom Disk System version of that a couple of times. But that was, I don't know. I don't remember much about it in terms of how that game goes. Lysandis wanted to see the next game here. And I don't know what this is. It's got a name that strikes me as an unlicensed game, and sure enough, it is. Okay. King Neptune's Adventure. Graphics by the Lady Nina and Miles O' the Forest. Nina is back. Nina is back with some fresh graphics. All right, so we've got a tentacle. So I'm already on board. A dark tentacled creature has stolen the orb and 8 precious treasures. Some believe its lair is in the inner chamber of the lost city of Atlantis. Help King Neptune find the orb and the 8 lost treasures. Bubble bomb. Collect as many as you can. To launch one, press B. To detonate a launched bomb, press A or B. Some creatures can only be gotten using the bubble bomb. Light snot. Useful to get smaller creatures. Will ricochet and gain extra power. Press A to fire one. Find the hidden treasures and collect 10 bucks. Hey, while you're fucking around down in Atlantis, can you just find me fucking 10 bucks down there? People drop money in the ocean all the time. Whoa. Little bass there. Little oh, shit. Buck. I picked up a giant sinking dollar bill and the screen went... Oh, this fucker just blends right into the background, man. This is... Oh, it's got the noise. It has the unlicensed game noise. When you pause it, ding! Every unlicensed game, by law. You think that unlicensed games are totally lawless, but by law, they must all have that sound. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, these fish are fucked up, man. This is they're coming right at me. It's not cool. Are you? Do I collect you? Okay, I guess so. The shots didn't. The shots went right through you. So this. Fuck, dude. Look at this mess. I already forgot the instructions. I don't remember anything about what the picking up seahorses does. That was a bubble bomb. That's terrible. Okay, I hit select here. It looks like we got $1. Earl is a Poindexter, and we're in the open ocean. It's like an open world. Look at this fucking thing. Okay, so even after killing those stars still hurt you. Those are not friendly starfish after you shoot them. They are still angry about the killing you did of them. These guys give health when killed, which is handy. Is that a treasure? Is that a... Okay. Okay. I have 21 seahorse. Okay, so that's tracked. The number of those that I've collected is tracked on that screen, for better or worse. There are no health recovering fish anymore when I go back this way. Oh! Oh no. Found another $1. Okay, a hole in that boat opened up, but that was something. Oh, that's right. These fish are our friends. Oh no, I've been blown up. Been blown up by squids. Hey, what's this lady doing over here? Oh, it's just decorations on the boat. Okay. Killed by my bubble bomb. It's like I have to get in front of the hole and then push up, which is weird because you can also just move up and fly. So it's like every part of controlling this sucks. I can't. Oh, okay. Oh, there. I tried that before. I tried pushing up near that door, but it didn't go. Get bubble bombed. No, what the fucking shit? Need a key for this one, though. I have 0 keys. Why did that big skeleton turn into a tiny little hopping skeleton? How do I get out of here? There. Okay. Yeah, apparently that's the door. Dude. It's a game with a bit of a readability issue on some of this stuff. Let's go back to my castle here and just hang. This is such a crazy open adventure, you know. It's like the sea is truly your oyster. Hi. Hey, buddy. The dolphin says, only a crowned nobleman can remove the sword from the stone. Okay. Thanks, dolphin buddy. Oh, okay. That was not a friendly... This is, This game feels like they wanted to make something a little more arcane, a little more... Like, some people really like those Sword Quest games on the 2600, and I think they're total bullshit. But, like, it's somewhat ambitious bullshit compared to the average game on the platform. Oh, you just instantly die when you touch that fucking thing. I was gonna say, is there a number of lives here? There is. I'm not gonna say there's a lot happening here, but the head of the person who was making this, their brain where this game existed, I just want to get, is this a key? I assume it's a key. Yeah. Yeah, whether it's Adventure for the 2600 or those Sword Quest games, like you see like this feels like an ambitious adventure game in the way that those were, but this happened years later in ways that are like unacceptable, you know? Like there's something about this that if this had come out in 84 or something, you'd be like, dude, you need to play King Neptune's Adventure. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen. There's so much happening, but like, no. Ah, fuck this. Okay, we still have our keys. At least the things that die stay dead. Oh, here's this spot. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. The bubble bomb did not do it. Okay, there are multiple exits out of this room. This is the hub we've been waiting for. Ah, you suck. Just walk right on the screen and there's a fucking worm murder. And these things only take damage from ricochets for some reason, so you can kill them, but your lightning snot has to bounce off a wall. And so this guy being all the way down the hall here, I can't really kill it. Choices. We all make choices about how to spend our time. Game developers make choices every day about what the right thing to put in their game is. Also, the ricochets are not random. They just... one goes up, one goes down. It's just... that one goes up, that one goes down, that one goes up, that one goes down. We have 4 keys. 5 keys. Ba, 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 ba. It's serious. We just need to figure out how to get that. Money! This is a broken wall. Is something cracked over there? No. Can I bubble bomb that? No. You see, this is it's still the spot where it triggers the hidden dollar is still there, blocking my shots. Ha ha ha, hee hee ho ho, hee ha hum hum. And now I'm lost in the maze. I mean, there's got to be some way to get through here, right? There's got to be. We've got 5 of the 6 keys, of seemingly the 6 keys. It makes a boom noise when I... Can I bubble bomb the worms? Yes. Will that do anything? No. That was the last worm, I think. Wow. Just had to put a lot of shots into it. What a cool game. What a cool game to do a thing like that. What a sweet video game. What a good solution to that. Now can I? Okay, all right. Do I come out of... I like the weird happy music, like the weird happy music we get here in this room full of deadly whatevers. All right, I'm gonna go. Oh. Okay, I can't really fit through any of this. I don't... Normally, I like a game with a ball that'll bounce around off of walls and stuff and reflect around. That's kind of my thing. But this is maybe the worst power ball, bubble bomb, whatever you want to call it, in the history of video gaming. Quest over. Like, do we think that that's some kind of snake or something that needs to be attacked and destroyed? Or do I need to just, like, get the balls past it? Suck it, weird, whatever the fuck that is. I don't mean to be like a dickhead, but fuck this game. Oh, instant death. We have a life meter, but we thought it would be cool. After that other thing took 1,000 shots to kill, now I'm like, well... It looks like I go yoink, yoink, and then go in for a while, so... And now I got a little bit of time to do that. Da da da. Bum bum ba do do dun da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, good. Oh, we haven't been over here. That's why. I was like, I thought it had repopulated, but I guess I don't think we do. Have we gone this way before? No, how do we get out of the maze? We go this way. This way, right? Yeah, we go back past this. It's this way past the other way, past the door to get out of the maze. I like that they repop. I like that it's like, hey, congratulations on doing that. Now all of this bullshit is back. I like that it takes a long time for this to show up. So it looks like the game crashed. Like, oh, you touched the dolphin. Fucked up. So they show these arrows that are one way. So it looks like from the open ocean, I can only go to that ship or the king's castle. So I assume I get whatever this sword is, and then maybe that opens up a new direction somewhere else. I will give them some amount of credit on the, you know, the structure of the thing that they have made is there's more to this than you would certainly expect, but like this is fucking terrible. Ah! This looks like a sword, and it looks like, is that a crown or is that a candle or what? Kind of looks like a crown, sort of, in my treasures inventory. This music is great compared to, you know, what we've been experiencing in the maze. I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to play this anymore. All right. The only other area I can really go to is the sunken ship. You have to equip the crown. No, there's no buttons in here do anything. That's not the crown that I have? Okay, alright, well. I mean, if I were a king looking for my crown, I would keep it at the castle, right? That's... Sorry, I just love this old school shit. Go in the door. What? Huh? Well, that looks a lot more like a crown than whatever that other thing is. Fuck this game. This game's really the shits, but I admire the hell out of it, man. Especially when we look at the pantheon, like if we just think about the pantheon of unlicensed games and how miserable those games get, like this is... like, it's like they brought all of the levels of badness you expect from an unlicensed game to like this weird open world underwater thing. And so all of the knowledge that they have gained thus far has been brought to bear here in King Neptune's adventure. And now I have a sword. Wasn't there a door I couldn't open in the boat? Like, I applaud them for putting in a map. You know? That's something. Easier way to get here, I guess, huh? That's a very... I don't like the look of this door. I don't like the look of it at all. All right, we killed the Bone Man, but can I... okay, but I still don't have whatever it takes to get in here. Also, I'm all out of bubble bombs. Can I go down here past the anchor? That's just no. I see no holes here. The rate at which enemies turn into smaller versions of themselves. It's like in Narc when they didn't want you to kill the dogs. So instead, when you shoot the dogs, they just turn into smaller dogs. But those dogs have the common sense to run away. Ah. I've used my ingenuity to discover the way forward. But I have no bubble bombs with which to destroy these three-headed dragons or whatever. Do I get more bubble bombs for dying? I don't. Okay, so we're just gonna suck it up, I guess. Fuck this game. Was that just a key? Yeah. Oh, it's a key for the door. Right. All right, I took a key for coming in, and now let's go back over here to this door. I can't put this down. I can't put this game down. It's a real page turner. of a video game. You're always finding something. A fucking key, a fucking weird skeleton dude, a talking dolphin, a door that you can't fucking go in because the game sucks shit. All right. It's a cool door. The doors are cool in this game. Oh, shit. Where am I on the map? This is still sunken ship. Oh, I paused it and it made the barrier disappear, but it is still in fact there. It's a good game. It's a good game with a lot of cool stuff happening. All right. Now we're here in the deep sea. I wonder if this takes us back. This probably takes us back to the open ocean. Well, I wonder if if this is like a Dark Souls like shortcut system, and now can I? Or do I have to go through the boat all over again, in which case I'm going to end my life. I'm going to end my life. Yeah, there's a one-way arrow on the map. Fair enough. Oh, I'm just getting fucking wasted, man. Those guys, not easy to kill. We have 16 bubble bombs. Bubble bomb. All right, that's King Neptune's adventure. There's something to this. There's more to this than you would ever expect when you go like, oh, it's some unlicensed nightmare of a video game. But also, it's an unlicensed nightmare of a video game. At least you get the best music right here on the first screen of the game. Let's look down here. See if it belongs maybe down here on the list. Now, this game is better than Raid 2020. It's better than Deathbots. It's better than Pesterminator, the Western Exterminator. It's better than The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. Only true deviants play that game. It's better than Robo Demons. Oh, man. There is an ambition to King Neptune's adventure that is surprising, you know? There's a lot more to that game than you would expect, I guess. The nature of its open worldness, you know, you're collecting these treasures to open up the way forward and all of that. Like, there's something about that, you know, that you don't really see a ton of on this platform. What I'm saying is that King Neptune's adventure predicted the rise of open world games. It is the original open world game. I know some people like to say, oh, New York City on the Commodore 64, but no. I'm telling you, all video games sprung forth from King Neptune's adventure. We would not have Assassin's Creed without it. No, but there's more to it, you know. At least you're not just swimming to the right and shooting shit, right? I mean, like, there's a map, there's directions, there's one-way pathways that take you back around. Like, you know, there's a lot more to this game than you would expect. But that's, again, that would only really be cool if we were having a separate list for unlicensed games, you know. Then that would be like, well, this is one of the best, this is one of the best unlicensed games I've played. Barring, you know, some of the Tengen stuff that's like licensed, unlicensed, licensed, you know, released properly in Japan. Like, but of the, what we think of as the traditional classic unlicensed NES game, this is a cut above a lot of what's out there. But execution-wise, it feels like dog shit. It looks terrible. The environments make some of the enemies and other things a little bit difficult to discern. The bubble bomb concept is a disaster. You know, like I love more than most people, I love the idea of a ball that bounces around off the walls to hit enemies and stuff. Like, that's my jam, as they say. But the explosions of the bubble bombs feels terrible. Your regular shot feels bad. The movement feels bad. Going through a door feels bad. Like, every bit of the, like, physical moment-to-moment execution here is fucking miserable. And so it's cool that it is this larger open world game, but the game you have to play second to second there is no good. So you look at it and go, there's something incredibly interesting about this when you compare it to the other Color Dreams games. Like, was this the backstory? Was this their magnum opus? Did they walk away from NES game development and go like, yeah, we really did something back there? I don't know what that thing was, but we did something when it comes to this game. Because, again, this feels like something more substantial than the typical fucked up, unlicensed video game. But I don't know that I would say it's better than Chiller, which is an unlicensed video game. Very different in scope and also an arcade port. So in some ways, Chiller kind of falls under the weird category of like, yeah, this is an unlicensed game, but it's still a video game in the traditional sense. And, you know, it's not like it's a product of a different system, but, you know, it's just a strange thing. Let's look at the list and think about this here. It's worse than Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's worse than Quattro Adventure. It's worse than Beetlejuice, another open world-ish kind of game. I mean, you know, there's probably some similarities here. You know, maybe King Neptune's Adventure, you know, maybe I am giving it a little too much credit just because it's an unlicensed game and what have you, but like there's maybe a shared kinship between King Neptune's Adventure and some of the British action adventure games of the era, you know, of the, whether it's the Spectrum or the Commodore or some of those games that made it here to the NES. You know, Dizzy, Dizzy has an inventory that you have to swap out and swap around, and so there's a little bit something more thoughtful going on in the average Dizzy game than there is here. But they're not that far off in the grand scheme of things. You know, there's no bone room or something, but like, but you see, you know, some of the Addams Family or Beetlejuice or some of this more kind of adventure-y sort of stuff. This is maybe in league with that, just not as well done, which is saying something because most of these games are not very good as well. But this is worse than Silent Assault. It's worse than Color a Dinosaur. Is it better or worse than Athena? Athena is not a good game, but like it is a straightforward and, you know, like there's a, here you go. Here's an action game with some twists that occasionally like, oh, you warped back to the beginning, or oh, you fucked this up or whatever. Like Athena is a playable video game. It's just poor. This is a, this I think if the combat and the attacks felt a little bit better here, that would really go a long way. It wouldn't take much for this for you to like feel better about it as a whole. Unfortunately, the way your two attacks work are so fucking miserable that it makes you not want to engage with any other parts of it whatsoever. And those other parts that you want, you know, might want to engage with are not great on their own. So it's sort of a, this is worse than Athena. This is worse than Barbie. It's worse than Skull and Crossbones. But it's better than Robo Demons. It's better than Stack Up. It's better than Home Alone 2. It's better than Circus Caper, but it's not better than Skull and Crossbones. It's our new number 454. Quality motor, if I've ever known one. King Neptune's Adventure? Is that the Adventure, right? Adventure, yes. Oh man. I am that is exactly the type of game that I am very happy to have played. Because I find that game incredibly interesting as an artifact of like, look at this fucking disaster. But look at this fucking disaster. Like, that's just the type of interesting bad game. Ideally, you get an interesting average game, right? Ideally, you get a mediocre game that you're like, oh, there's interesting features here that, you know, like that's very playable. Those are some of the best games in a sick way. You know, games with rough edges, games with like middling stories, but have like really cool components, like interesting games, flawed gems, whatever you want to call them. This is like if you took one of those games and then just took everything down 5 notches, right? Sygus asks, do you know if these unlicensed games were actually cheaper or not originally? I want to say in some of these cases, some of these games were actually more expensive than their licensed counterparts because, you know, they had to manufacture their own carts and they did not benefit from the economies of scale that go into having Nintendo manufacture all of your cartridges, and, you know, like that there were things there that they had to deal with that, like, well, and Action 52, certainly they tried to sell it for more because they're like, it's got more games. But really, I think we all know that they should have paid you to play Action 52. All right, up next. The time is finally here. After weeks and weeks. Bases Loaded 2. The sequel to Bases Loaded. Or as they called it here, Bases Loaded 2 Second Season. I mean, they didn't even call it Bases Loaded in Japan, so that's, Western... Lukotu! Lukotu! Will be the O. And I guess we're going to play against the H. All right, we got Prince, Fisher, Harnett, Lieber, Weiss, Lerner, Fox, Atlas, Curtis. Fucking play ball. Jones has an ERA of 4.5. Come on now. Give me Baker. Omaha versus Hawaii. This movement in the outfield is so terrible. No way to run. Okay. Oh, I can just manually run. Okay. All right. You don't hit a button. So you don't hit a button to run to the base. This feels jerky all over the place. I know this game is thought of as like, oh, it's got like, you know, decent improvements over the original game and whatever else, but like, I don't know, man. This feels... This feels real bad. Very long single. Some people were bases loaded people. I think those people are out of their minds. When you look at the breadth and the depth of baseball games available on this platform, and you know, hey, just people made choices and they ended up with what they ended up with, right? It's not necessarily that people always made a choice and whatever else, but boy. All right, danger is up. Bases loaded. See if I can pitch around this guy. Oh. And I can see, you know, hey, looking at this. Did I strike him out? Nice. I could see looking at this and seeing the behind the back perspective and whatever else. And like falling for that, right? But I'll tell you again, I think these games don't benefit from having you be able to swing high and swing low and like that type of pitch movement. I don't think the game benefits from it. I think it's too much to have to guess. He set up inside. I thought for sure that was not going to cross the plate. Right at him. And this player movement in the outfield is really terrible. Also, they kind of get away from, you know, they keep the same base throwing they keep the same base throwing inputs as a lot of other baseball games where up is going to be second base and everything, but they always present it from this weird diagonal angle, and you know, you're kind of left dealing with that, you know? That's right. Like, fielding just doesn't feel good, you know, largely because of the player movement being so jittery. I think the music is pretty subpar. You know, this it's accurate, right? Like, if you, this is accurate to Japanese baseball, some of this stuff, but never falls for it when trying to bounce it off the plate. And it feels like some of these steps that they take are just like so out of the way of the ball, man. It's really, it sucks. And also, I think, you know, like, it's kind of cool in a sense, but also really annoying. Like, the line drives move a little too fast. They get out of the infield a little too quickly for you to react to them. And part of that is because of the perspective and some of that other stuff, you know, like but the game, the balls just rocket through the infield super quickly and make it very difficult for you to just like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, have a chance at diving and grabbing this one or whatever. Like, it's kind of just, it's funky. Reached for it. All right, this game should be on the bottom of the list. With all of the other baseball games on this platform, to be fair, or the vast majority of them, I guess, but pretty much any game where you can hit a ball and land it anywhere in the outfield and still be thrown out at first is dog shit. Like the way the players skitter around reminds me of the Atari 2600 in a weird way. So yeah, I don't know, man. I think you know, I think that this is worse than the first game. I do like that you can pitch it so crazy that it just gets away. How can I work this so that I get him? He's done fucking around. Okay. Just no one. Just no one. No one out here. Catcher taking a stroll out to second base. Smart, just stand there and look at it. Quite the rally they have going here. Yeah, I don't. You know, there's accuracy to the the whole drums thing that the Japanese baseball had, and a lot of other baseball games on the platform do have similar styles, but this music is being done in such a grating way. Okay, can I dig myself out, or will this game end at the end of this inning? I mean, I assume it does. I wonder how many kids were confused by that and thought that that was a real baseball rule in American baseball. And I mean, not that these types of blowouts happen in Major League Baseball all that often, but whenever it would happen, if they would go like, hey, what the heck? How come the game didn't end? Oh, so this does not end. They, well, this does, though. So that's... Wow, so there's nothing in here in terms of a season mode. Well, I guess when you finish a game, maybe it'll offer you to play another one, because it does have the ability to continue. Is that a password? Yeah, it sure is. Pro Cop. Pro Cop plays for Jersey. Sounds about right. Yeah, this game sucks, man. This game feels terrible. Yeah, where did Bases Loaded 1 end up on the list? Yeah, I remember, Bases Loaded 1 is just like, it's like a nice little game. Not awesome, but, functional. This feels like they're, as they tried to expand on it and like, oh, what if we got to this angle, like this sort of stuff. Like, it feels like they lost the plot a little bit by comparison. More than a little bit, man. This is like not, it's just so much of the fielding and the scroll, like the speed of the scroll, like all that other stuff. Like you just feel so out of touch with the action. Obviously the music, is a real problem. It's a real problem. And in a baseball game where you're just going to hear that, like, the way RBI Baseball and some of these other games have done music, typically it's like, oh, well, hey, it's going to we're going to play a little tune. And then if you get a guy in scoring position, you're going to get the drums, because you want him to get home or whatever. And I always thought that was a fine and fun way to handle it. But here, having just like, here we got two songs, one for when one team is up and one for when the other team is up, and they're both just beep, 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 beep. It makes you long for the nuanced and deep presentation of 1942 on the NES that I think has a great soundtrack, especially in comparison to this one. Bases Loaded 2 second season is not a good game. It's like significantly worse. It's significantly worse than the first one. It's like, you'd be better off with a copy of Contra Force. Be better served by a copy of Akari Warriors 2 Victory Road, a game with incredible sound. If you put in Bases Loaded 2 when you started a game, if the pitcher turned to the screen and went, "Welcome," like maybe we could talk. Some kind of like rally cap situation. If you just give him a, "Come on, let's fight," like maybe that would be a cool video game, but no. Bases Loaded 2. Magic Johnson's Fast Break is a better game. WCW World Championship Wrestling is a better game. But like, it's better than Silver Surfer, right? Oh man. Yeah, it's better than Silver Surfer. Though Silver Surfer is the opposite of like, well, the music in Silver Surfer is amazing, but everything else is everything else. Well, whatever, man. This has bad music and bad gameplay. Yeah, Silver Surfer is a better game. Roller Games is better. Akari 3 The Rescue is maybe a slightly better game. But this is better than, this is better than Wayne Gretzky Hockey. It's better than Alpha Mission. It's better than Sunday Funday The Ride. But it's not as good as Dig Dug 2. Is Bases Loaded 2 better or worse than the Cryon Conquest? Man. Yeah, let's look for kicks here. Where did MLB end up? Have we not looked at Major League? Yeah, Major League Baseball. Pretty far down. It's not NFL down. But yeah, Major League Baseball. It's better than that, that's for sure. It's better than Sunday Funday the Ride. It's not as good as Dig Dug 2. It is not as good as the Cryon Conquest. It's our new number 370. 370 for Bases Loaded 2, second season. I appreciate them putting a subtitle on their baseball game. Bases Loaded 3, Mission to Moscow. And there you have it. All right. That's our list for this week. Next week will be episode 80. We've got 466 games on the list. Of course, you can check out the fantastic community-run version of the list over at 8bitnintendo.science. Yes, if you want to recommend games, if you want to recommend better games for this list than the ones we played today, join the advisory panel at patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann, or I believe dopeassvideogames.com will also get you there. King Neptune's Adventure. That's a game that would be cool with retro achievements. That'd be a very brutal game to have to try to get all the fucking retro achievements in. Alas, it's not meant to be. On the list for next week, Chris wanted to see Rocket Ranger and Tim wanted to see Overlord, which Overlord is the NES is probably not the platform for Overlord, I'm thinking. Okay. We'll be back next week with those two games and many more. Thanks everybody for watching. And I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.